Hey,
Meg, what the hell are you doing in here?
shower time.
Yeah, for me, not for... What are you doing with that loofah?
Don't worry about it.
Ah! You told me not to worry about it! I should have been worried the whole time!
Burn it down!
What's good, y'all? Michael here today with another Hate Week preview for the Chicago Bears as they look to bounce back off a embarrassing... I don't even want to speak on it because of how embarrassing it is, so I'm just going to say we're looking to bounce back on an embarrassing loss we had as we face the Detroit Lions at 1 o'clock Eastern Time at Soldier Field. Let's get into today's video and preview. Hate Week. So, for the Lions, they are not a very good football team, but they have proven, in Dan Campbell's words, they like to fight hard, play hard, all to the bitter end. Like, we saw them almost came back against the 49ers. We saw them being competitive against the Packers to the fourth quarter, and we saw them almost beat the Baltimore Ravens. So this Detroit team has proven that they can play hard to win games, but they don't have a better roster. Jared Goff is mediocre outside of Sean McVay. He's doing pretty okay. I'm not going to be biased on Jared Goff. I think Jared Goff is just the product of McVay, and he was just an average quarterback under McVay, and he's become mediocre outside of Sean McVay. But nonetheless, the Lions have pretty much their only number one wide receiver is fucking, what's his name? Quintez, I don't even know. Their only good connection is TJ Hutchinson, which is really the key to shutting him down to win this game, is to shut down TJ and make Jared Goff throw to those no-name receivers. Take away his number one option and deal with DeAndre Smith and dare him to throw those passes to St. Brown and Quintez Cephas. I don't know if I'm saying it right. But as for the Lions offense, they have been proven that they can put up points. Like I said, they play hard, they work hard, they play hard to the bitter end, but their receivers are just horrible. I mean, they're not big players. I mean, I can make a case if Hollywood Brown, I think his name, that dropped 2 touchdown passes, it would have been a different story. But because it was able to keep Detroit in the game because of Hollywood Brown, and they're not going to be facing Bears wide receivers that drop the ball constantly. But as far as their defense goes, the defense is horrendously horrible because they just release their number one player on defense, Jamie Collins. Jeff Okudah is out for the season, and we don't know when Trey Flowers is going to show up. So this Detroit Lions team, this Detroit defense is horrible. They have been lit up by Jimmy G, Aaron Rodgers, who's a Hall of Famer, so that's not really surprising. Then Lamar Jackson, they let Lamar Jackson get a game-winning drive off of them, and Justin Tucker, who is arguably one of the best kickers of all time, set a record, doinked off the crossbar and made it in. So the Detroit, as a defense, has its holes, so it's not really to be concerned about, but The only thing that concerns about me is the offense. Defense, I could tell you, I got nothing to worry about on the defense. Okay, the defense did their job. Quinn and Mac are going to have a hell of a game, and the secondary worries me a little bit because Duke Shelley had a bounce back game, but he's going to have more of that for me to believe that he can be a solid slot receiver. As far as Kendall Villeneuve goes, he was meh against the Browns, but I think he could be a good slot cornerback. I just think he's not a very good cornerback number 2. And we should have signed a CB in the offseason, that being Richard Sherman, before he signed with the Buccaneers today, or any other CB that is still available. But only thing on the offense, let me be honest. After watching Matt Nagy's press conference, I don't even know if I want to watch another one of those. Because I don't know who is going to be the quarterback, who's going to be the play caller. No, I could definitely tell you who's going to be the play caller. Because I've seen the situation happen last season where Matt Nagy didn't want to reveal who's calling the plays until like 2 days before the game, or on game day, I think it was, when we faced the Minnesota Vikings on Monday night. So, as far as Matt Nagy goes, I just don't trust Matt Nagy just to make this offense explosive. Can this offense blow out the Lions? Yes. I think they have the best players to just trail on points. I mean, last game we had, which was a loss, David Montgomery had a hell of a game, and we could have won that game if we didn't do some dumb shit and Matt Nagy didn't clock management. Doesn't know how to clock manage to save his fucking life. But if we lose, then we should fire Matt Nagy. Like, we should have fired him like before the season. But if we lose this game, which we're favored to win, we should fire Matt Nagy. Okay? Damn straight. So as for the quarterback situation goes, I'm just assuming Andy Dalton is probably still going to be on IR because of his leg injury that he has. It's bigger than we expected, but he's supposed to be in practice today, but he's probably going to be limited. But I doubt he'll play, which will probably be back to the Justin Fields show. So, holy fuck, what the fuck is going on outside? Got some construction going on. My bad, folks. So, if this offense can't perform against the Detroit Lions, who have no pass rush, like, I understand if they were struggling against Myles Garrett and fucking Clowney and the rest of them dudes, but if we can't put up points against the Detroit Lions, then Matt Nagy needs to go. His scheming of play calling is fucking awful. But he'll give it up. I'm sure of it. But if he doesn't, then, it's a winnable game, so it wouldn't even matter. So, I'm not going to be biased about it. What the Bears need to do to win is force feed David Montgomery. That's the only way, because last time Monty had a huge game against the Detroit Lions because their run defense is horrible. Their passing game is horrible too, which we should get Justin Fields to, use those RPOs, target Robinson, challenge him to go deep. This will be an outbreak game, which many Bears fans predicted it to be. So that's how you're going to score points on the offense. Run the ball more, air it out, because Detroit's defense secondary is horrible. But for the score prediction, it's not going to be very high because I don't have faith in our offensive personnel or coaching staff. Do they have the players to score more touchdowns? Yes. But as of coaching-wise, I'm going to have this as a pretty low-scoring game. I have the Bears winning at a score of 17-10. And the offensive player of the game will be David Montgomery, and the defensive player of the game will be none other than Jalen Johnson, who's been fantastic for the Bears lately. He's arguably one of the best CBs in the league right now. If not, he's really stepping up ever since we cut Kyle Fuller. He took it personal, and he's shut down. He's gone up against some elite corners. He's known to shut down them. But as of now, I'm going to try to keep my bias as I want, because I want Matt Nagy to go, but I'll be satisfied either way. So I'm picking the Bears to win 17-10. So anyway, that's it. That's all. Like, favorite, and subscribe.
Let me tell you all a story about a mouse named Lori. Yeah, Lori was a mouse in a big brown house. She called herself the hoe with the money flow. But fuck that little mouse, 'cause I'm an albatross. I'm an albatross. Why?